Welcome to another episode of The Wave. My name is Adam.
My name is Nick. Welcome aboard the Stream Boat. It's the world famous Bottom of the Stream podcast. It's a weekly news and chat show, The Wave.
It is indeed.
I said all the information in an order.
You did. I don't know what order it was, but it was an order. How are you, Nick?
I'm really good. How are you?
I'm really good as well. Had a good week. Long week. Seems like a long week this week.
They made this one longer.
Did they?
Yeah.
Bastards.
Did you not get that memo?
No.
Do you know why I think it is?
Why?
Because for reasons no one has managed to explain to me, in my opinion, in a satisfactory manner.
Okay.
What is the point in us putting the clocks back?
It's a very good point.
because you get it gets you about 3 weeks worth of a bit of light in the morning.
Yeah, if that.
And now we're past that.
Yeah, and it's just dark again.
Just feels like it's dark all the time.
It feels like an outdated tradition that we need to stop now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm on board. Let's just not do it.
Change approved.
What would happen if just some people didn't do it?
Some people did. That would lead to a healthy chaos.
It would, wouldn't it?
If I'm rocking up to work
I've done it and nobody else.
An hour behind, or 10 of us are rocking up an hour behind the other 50.
What is time anyway? It's just a concept.
Exactly. Who's to say?
What if bus companies did it, but train companies didn't?
Amazing.
It'd be brilliant.
Yeah, it would be.
Let's cause some chaos.
The trains are never late.
No,
but the buses are always late.
early.
It'd be brilliant.
It would.
Yeah.
I think some companies have stopped.
Minister.
Some companies have stopped, haven't they?
Yeah.
Some countries have stopped. Sorry, not companies. Yeah. Some countries have stopped.
Yeah.
So maybe we need to get on board. Maybe if we get all of our politicians back in Westminster and out of jungles, then we'll do that.
What's your sort of natural wake up and if you didn't have to go to forget about like responsibilities.
Yeah.
Commitments.
I think probably somewhere between 8:30 and 9:30, maybe.
Yeah.
I'm quite a late riser.
Time to get your head down.
When I've not got any responsibilities, like 1.
Like just what's your natural body. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't get tired till about 1ish.
Yeah.
But I have to force myself to go to bed at 11 when I'm going to work.
Sure.
That's my bedtime.
Yeah.
And then I get up. My alarm goes off at 7:15.
Nice.
So I think, push that back a couple of hours.
Yeah,
that's probably my
I'm
naturalness.
Yeah. Okay.
I used to be able to lie in bed all day, but I'm too old for that now.
Sure, you're a modern man with a busy schedule.
I am indeed.
No time for
lazing around in bed.
Sure.
Got to catch these days. Yeah. Make the most of them. Won't have many left.
Oh God! It's gone dark.
Have you been up to anything much, Nick?
Do you know what? I've not had the most exciting week.
No.
Out
Still
of necessity. Decorating? Yeah. So I mean, I'm not going to bore people, but I am. Yes.
You usually do.
Yeah, exactly. I won't bore people with this
insight
into my exciting life, but yeah, Operation Decorate is nearly complete. So
can't wait to see it. I'm excited. Not that
I literally often, have paint on me.
You do.
Times.
Your hair's getting really long. I like it. Is that a choice?
Is it? No.
Yeah, it's really long.
I've got a slightly different style. So
I like it.
Longer on top, shorter at the side.
I like it. It suits you.
I am about to do a haircut. I think.
Don't leave it.
Well, yeah, but the sides need tidying up.
Yeah, they do.
Otherwise, it just mushrooms out.
I'll do a haircut.
I get like a white man's fro.
White fro.
Yeah.
Cool. I've got some new artwork on the walls.
I like your artwork. It's good.
Looks good, doesn't it?
We've got. I think if someone said to me, "What 3 TV shows and movies will choose for these new bits of artwork on the Stream Boat?" I think I'd accurately guess 2 of them.
Oh, really?
I think I'd guess the 2 movies.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't necessarily guess you to choose Better Call Saul. But I approve of the choice.
My plan is to go. The Breaking Bad one was out of stock,
yeah.
So I wanted 4 because 3 is an odd number.
Yeah. Can I tease? Can I offer a tease?
Yeah.
And say that maybe soon we'll give people the chance to have a look on board the Stream Boat in more detail.
Maybe.
Yeah. We'll leave that
maybe
there
join
for
the
now.
Discord and see what happens.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe you should do that.
Maybe you should.
Yeah.
Discord links in the show notes, always is. Shall we do some Netflix news?
Let's do that.
What have we got?
Stuff. let's start with a show which is coming to Netflix in the new year, which, I like a gimmick.
I do. You wouldn't believe how many times I've been sent this week.
Really?
Like 3-4 times.
I can well imagine.
But it is really exciting.
This is because you host a world famous Netflix-based podcast.
Exactly.
And people listen to it and go, "Oh,
that's some Netflix news.
Do you know about this?"
Yeah. And I didn't the first time.
That's how things work. The first time you wouldn't know. Well, let's share this with everyone.
Yeah.
And that is the fact that Netflix have announced a release date for an upcoming show called Kaleidoscope.
Yeah.
Which is going to hit the streaming service in January.
New Year's Day, I think it's coming out.
1st of January. Kaleidoscope is a crime/heist thriller TV show.
Yeah.
8 episodes. The gimmick is that this series will be presented to you, the Netflix subscriber, non-sequentially.
Yeah.
So if I were to go in and look at the show on January the 1st, I would have the episodes in a certain order.
Yeah.
You would go in and have them in a different order.
Yeah.
And the idea
and you can watch them in any order you want.
Yes,
You don't have to watch
you don't
them
have to watch them in the order they're presented to you. You can watch them in any order you want. And by doing that, Netflix is saying this will create a unique viewing experience for you, as you will watch obviously the same story unfold, but in a slightly different order from different character viewpoints. Depending on the order you watch it, you will get a different perspective on, you might gravitate
towards one character.
Yeah.
I might think, oh, Johnny's brilliant, and you might think Johnny's a dickhead.
Or who's Johnny?
Who's Johnny? Exactly.
That's episode 5.
But and you might think, well, I've seen this side of him, and which I haven't seen yet. I think it's a fantastic idea.
I think if done well,
there's
that's
the big
my
caveat,
interest.
isn't it? If done well.
Yeah.
But it's piqued
how
my interest.
seamless will it be?
Yeah.
But that's enough to get me on board to want to watch this.
Good cast as well.
Yeah, the cast includes Giancarlo Esposito, one of the busiest men in TV.
Definitely,
we would say. Paz Vega, Rufus Sewell, Tati Gabrielle, Peter Mark Kendall. The show follows a crew of master thieves who work to unlock a seemingly unbreakable vault for the biggest payday in history. Netflix added, before they can get their hands on the cash, they must make it through the world's most powerful corporate security team and the FBI. The series will have 8 non-sequential episodes sorted in a random order for different Netflix viewers. Netflix explained that each episode will be named after a colour. Okay. Every viewer will eventually see all the episodes, but the order in which they watch them will affect the viewpoint of their story, says Netflix.
It's going to be really interesting for us, because if we watch one, and if I watch one and you watch one, we're going to find it really difficult to talk about on here.
Yeah, that's true. Kind of got to watch it in the same week, I guess.
Yeah.
Eric Garcia is the creator, and he says, "We've had great fun doing this. For example, you'll have questions asked in one episode, answered in another, but for other people, they'll get answers
before they've even had the question.
Before they even know what the question is." Look. Sounds gimmicky. If done well, could be really interesting.
Yeah, I really like that.
This is the beauty of streaming. And
try shit.
Yeah, the fact that you can tailor it and randomize it for different viewers is it's cool.
It is cool. I'm really excited to try it out. I'm looking forward to that one.
New Year's Day, Kaleidoscope.
Check it out, everybody.
I'm sure we will talk about it if we.
It's gonna be tough to avoid spoilers.
How would you know?
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. It is. Yeah. An absolute minefield.
This is probably the big news story of the week, isn't it?
Game news.
Yeah.
Big game story for Netflix. And I think we kind of, from following Netflix game news over the past few months and year or so, when they've been snapping up studios and releasing mobile games, we kind of thought that this might.
It seemed like it's been coming, didn't it?
Well, this week, Netflix have basically put a load of job advertisements out in the games industry. You can go and work for Netflix Game Studio. They're looking for a game director with experience in shoot 'em ups to work on a brand new AAA PC game.
Wow.
Netflix is after people with extensive experience in this, and the project is being led by a chap called Chaco Sonny,
Cool
who
name.
used to be a producer on Overwatch and was formerly vice president at Blizzard.
Right.
So this sounds like it is, Netflix's first foray into a major game.
We had a
away
feeling it was
from
coming.
mobile.
And it seems like it's coming.
What this means in reality is it's a couple of years away.
Yes. Yeah,
But
it takes ages.
The
to make
wheels are in motion.
It takes ages to make a PC game or any sort of video game.
Sure. Yeah. No details. So I mean, no ideas yet. As if this will be based on a Netflix property. Will it be something totally original? And they're just, it's coming out of their stable. Who knows?
Yeah, but it will be included in your subscription, and you can just go onto Netflix and play it. Interesting. We'll definitely give you more game news as it comes.
More game news now.
Okay, quick turnaround.
Because it has come.
I guess this isn't the one then.
It's not really game news. I'm being a bit facetious, but it's news about something that was a game,
Right.
and that thing is Splinter Cell.
Okay.
And I think we've mentioned before that Netflix are doing an animated or an anime sort of adaptation of Splinter Cell.
Yeah.
Well, the BBC are getting in on the act.
What?
So some kind of contract fine print or legal agreement has come into place because the BBC are also doing an adaptation of Splinter Cell.
Okay.
Except theirs is a radio show, like a drama.
Like the Archers?
Yeah, it's going on Radio 4
What?
and will later be released on their podcast app.
Yeah, BBC Sound.
Yeah, but yeah, the Splinter Cell is a new Radio 4 drama coming on Friday, December the 2nd.
That is really interesting. I don't feel like they've got a big audience crossover between Radio 4 and Splinter Cell.
It feels not. Is that why you have the shipping forecast?
Yeah, and the Archers and things.
Well, joining the cast of this BBC Splinter Cell adaptation are Sacha Dhawan,
Okay.
Will Poulter,
Will Poulter?
and someone from the Archers. Actually, someone from the Archers. What's the Archers? That's about farmers, isn't it?
Yeah,
it's like a drama. It's been on for
long-running-
75 years or something.
Yeah, radio soap opera.
I mean, this feels kind of...
It's the second time in recent history that the Archers has come up on this show as well.
Is it?
Yeah, because we chatted about one of the actresses was really old.
Yes, we
She's
did.
been
yeah.
in 100 years worth of episodes or something.
We at first I'm thinking, well, this seems quite sort of antiquated doing a radio drama.
Yeah,
But it's not really because
I didn't realise it still happened.
But you have
You get
people like Marvel. They've got into the whole exclusive.
Yeah.
With, there's like a Wolverine podcast audio serial thing.
Yeah. you get audio dramas on podcasts, I
But-
suppose.
Yeah, Splinter Cell being on Radio 4 seems like
It's bizarre.
a strange.
Are you going to tune in?
I don't know.
Probably
Maybe.
not.
I mean, I just think it's interesting that the same property is, now going out on different adaptations. One on the BBC, one on Netflix.
Yeah, that is really
And
interesting.
neither of them probably what you would have thought, because you may think Splinter Cell lends itself to a live action.
Yeah.
And neither of them are
Neither
that.
of them are that. It's an audio drama or an animated drama.
Yeah.
Next.
Okay. Next is an update on, I think, a reality show that, again, I think we have mentioned in the news a long, long time ago. And that is the new dance competition coming to Netflix.
Can't wait.
When we were talking the other week about what reality show would we like to be in,
Yeah.
I think if I remember Dance Monsters exist, that would be it for me.
What is Dance Monsters?
Dance Monsters, if I just jog your memory, is the reality show from Netflix in which judges judge someone dancing,
Yeah.
but the person dancing is accompanied by a CGI creature, either partnering them or getting in the way, and basically it's a talent competition, but you have to dance with something that's not there.
Is it celebrities or?
I don't
normal gen pub?
believe so. So there's
Gen
a load
pop?
of motion capture people.
Okay.
You dance either as or with a monster. 8 episodes arrive on Netflix
Seems-
on December the 16th.
Seems prime for Gogglebox. They'll be all over that.
Doesn't it?
Yeah.
The judging panel
Pano?
include
Why can't either of us talk?
I don't know, Ashley Banjo
Of course it does. There's
and-
always a banjo.
and Neo. I don't know where they've dug him up from,
Interesting. Okay.
but if that's your thing, it's just jumping on the whole masked.
Yeah,
singer
because it is.
type
Well, there's
thing,
already a
isn't it?
masked dancer,
Yeah.
isn't there?
Yeah, but there's not a CGI dancer.
Not yet.
Well, there is now.
There is now. Next.
Final piece of Netflix news.
Yeah.
That the biggest Netflix studio in Europe
Yeah.
has newly opened.
Okay.
Do you know where it is?
No.
Would you like to guess?
Have we talked about it before? Briefly remembers
I'm
talking
not
about
sure.
it. Is it in this country?
No.
Oh, I don't know then.
It may have been previously,
Oh, okay. maybe.
but a new facility has opened this week, which...
Is it in Switzerland?
No. Why would it be in Switzerland?
I thought it was just the first country that came to my head.
Spain.
Spain.
Just outside Madrid. Netflix's biggest European
That makes sense.
studio
Complex.
complex, yeah.
So that's what
All
they
the
call
mod cons, makeup facilities, campus. It's all there, just outside Madrid. And we know that Netflix has got, big investment in Spanish language.
it. Yeah, they love the Spanish dramas.
Money Heist, just off the top of my head, is a
Yeah.
huge hit for them.
Aramentari.
Sounds all right to me, going and
Yeah, I'll go.
filming
film
some
Spain.
movies in sunny Spain.
Yeah, sounds good to me. Let's do it. Next.
Okay, movie news.
Movie news.
There's a new director on board of Marvel's Blade.
Okay.
Because
No,
there
we
have
needed
been
one.
several creative changes to that.
Right.
The previous director, Bassam Tariq, dropped out. Mahershala Ali is still on board as the star. But the new director is none other than Jan Demange,
Oh, okay.
who you may be aware. I don't know if we've talked about this show, but he was the guy behind Lovecraft Country.
I watched a couple of episodes of Lovecraft Country. Don't get that mixed up. Don't say that wrong. So we probably would have talked about it at the time. I never finished it.
Yeah, so they're the changes there, and a few new writers have been brought on to overhaul the screenplay as well.
Oh, okay.
A Hollywood Reporter says the tone of this movie is dark and gritty.
I suppose it has to be. A Blade movie's got to be dark and gritty, hasn't it? Kind of a jovial.
I mean,
Blade.
I think so.
Yeah, you kind of a jovial Marvel Blade, can you?
I mean, it seems probably quite antiquated and almost retro now, but for me, those Blade movies, I mean, the third one's pretty bad,
Yeah.
but the first two, best Marvel movies,
Yeah, probably.
they'd be right up there, wouldn't they?
Yeah, they'd be right up there.
Pre the Marvel cinematic universe.
Pre the MCU, do you remember a time before the MCU?
Vaguely.
Vaguely. Very vaguely. Cool. Yeah, I look forward to that. It's a long way off, but it's coming.
Yeah, and it'll be interesting to see how that happens, because, Blade, again, not necessarily the most family friendly.
No.
But we know we've got Deadpool coming to the MCU
Yeah,
as well.
exactly. And he's far from family friendly.
So
Long way off.
let's see how these two fit in.
Yeah. The MCU is growing up with its audience, maybe.
Maybe that's it.
Any more?
Yeah.
Keep
so Tyler Gillett and Matt Bettinelli, maybe most famous for directing the recent Scream movie.
Yes, they would be.
And I think they're on board for the upcoming... I can't even remember what all these Scream movies are called. I just call them Scream.
So you've got Scream 1, 2, 3, 4, Scream, and now Scream 6.
Okay.
They have some sort of aversion to 5. But yeah, the next one is called Scream 6.
They have been... they have signed up to a reboot of the John Carpenter classic Escape from New York.
Wow.
Which is quite funny because I feel like we watched the third movie in that last season on this show, where we watched Lockout, which was Escape from New York in space.
In space. Escape from New York.
John Carpenter is going to be on board as an executive producer.
Okay.
Now, I'll be quite interested to see how do we approach this, because Kurt Russell's still around.
Yeah.
You know, is he going to be involved in some way? Is this going to be a total fresh cut on this?
Surely you've got to go fresh. Have you not?
We're not doing the Indiana Jones, the sort of handing the baton
Oh,
over.
yeah, maybe he could cameo in it. He's not going to be the main.
Oh no.
Star.
Yeah.
But yeah, he could have a cameo. I'll let him have a cameo.
For me, those the Escape from New York and Escape from LA, I think they're one of the movies that always pop into my head when I think about what's a cult movie.
Yeah. Your cult movie from that era.
Yeah.
It's like people worship those movies, don't
The
they?
people who like them
Love them. I haven't seen them for a very long time.
No, it's been
probably
a while
since the
for myself.
80s.
I don't know. Maybe look. Let's see what happens. I kind of feel maybe it stands more chance if it's a evolution of the universe rather than look. Here's Snake Plissken.
Yeah.
We're just remaking it. I don't know. That was my initial reaction anyway.
Yeah. It feels like it's going to be more of a remake than a reboot.
Yeah. We will keep you updated.
Of course we will.
It's nearly December. Can we do a bit of Christmas news?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay.
Tree's going up at work tomorrow, so we are more than welcome to do Christmas.
Right,
news.
I think I'm not spoiling anything to say. Probably somewhere in the next month or so, for one of our real talks, we can do. What's your favourite Christmas movie?
Yeah, maybe we'd have a Christmas themed month of real talk.
Possibly, yeah. Not a bad idea. We'll discuss that offline. News this week that will make a lot of Muppet Christmas Carol completists very happy, because on December the 2nd, it is having a limited cinematic release.
Nice.
Restored in 4K.
Oh, wow.
With a previously removed song, When Love Is Gone, added back in.
Oh, right. Nice.
Which was previously sort of a DVD extra on past releases. Disney Plus have then confirmed that the same restored print with the extra song in will arrive on Disney Plus on December the 9th.
Oh, wow.
So treats all around.
Treats all around. We're getting a full-on restored. People love that movie. That's like, I watch this every Christmas. It's that movie, isn't it?
It's my dad's favourite Christmas movie.
Is it really? It is great.
It's brilliant.
It is brilliant.
This will only be interesting to sort of real nerds. So I find it interesting. This is kind of a story within the story. It's that Disney Plus have said you just gotta look a little bit harder for it when it arrives on Disney Plus.
Right.
Because they're putting the extended edition in the extras tab for the movie.
Oh, right.
So they're almost building like the DVD menu.
That is really interesting.
Something we have sort of said Netflix should do many times.
Yeah, that is quite interesting.
So if you go to that show, you can also, because all you have at the minute is like your episodes and your trailers.
Yeah.
But why not have all your behind the scenes stuff there?
Yeah, and you can have now the original cut or this new extended 4K version.
Yeah.
How many people are going to go in and watch the wrong one though?
Wow. It's coming up to Christmas. So exactly. It's a great movie.
It's a great movie.
Go and watch that.
Yeah.
So put a smile on your face.
100%.
I'm not even a massive Muppets fan, but it's a fantastic movie.
Yeah, it is. Best Muppets movie?
Yes.
Yeah, I think it is.
Pure Muppets, but yes.
Yeah. I really like the Muppets movie.
The
Jason Segel was
the
in.
reboot. Yeah, that
But
was great.
Yeah. But I think it is the best Muppet movie.
Yeah.
Cool. Maybe that could be one of our real talks. What's the best Muppet movie?
I think it might just be people saying one of those two.
Yeah.
That's may close ourselves off a bit. That's all the news this week.
Work. Well done. Have you watched anything good at the top of the stream?
I've not watched a ton of stuff. I have watched a couple of bits.
Okay.
I watched 2, maybe 3. I can't exactly remember episodes of Zac Efron's
Oh, I
Down
have
to
as well.
Earth.
Down to Earth, his new Australian.
In which basically he was imprisoned in Australia
Yeah, so he's like,
through COVID.
so he's stuck there. So he's like, I'm going to make a documentary about Australia.
Yeah,
Why not?
but I'm bringing everyone else.
I'm going to bring all my friends out.
No, it's good. He's really.
Plastic.
We did note
Can we talk about what has
this
happened to
series-
Zac Efron's face?
that he didn't quite look how I remember him looking.
No, I agree. He goes on about saving the world and all this, but he's definitely got more plastic in his
No,
face
but
than he did have before.
I show my complete lack of preparation for the show.
Yeah.
I do have an inkling in the back of my head that he may have had some sort of facial injury.
Okay. Well, if that's true,
Which
then I will
required
take that
some
back.
work.
But I don't know if it needed as much work as it's clearly had.
We noticed the same thing.
Good. I'm glad. I
But
can't take
look,
my eyes off it. But the show itself is really good. It's really interesting.
I think my favourite one was when they went mushroom foraging.
Yeah, that's the second episode.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was really
the
interesting.
guy just cooked some loads.
Those burgers and things looked amazing. That brisket. roasted
I
mushrooms.
thought, look, it's really interesting.
I've got a new animal phobia.
Okay.
I'm absolutely terrified of Tasmanian devils. What fucking hell are they? Scary, horrible little bastards.
It's like ferrets on acid, aren't
Yeah.
they?
Yeah, they're terrifying. And they're in those pods.
Yeah.
I was like, no, thank you. No, it's great. It's a good show.
And I've watched one episode of The Crown.
The new series.
Yeah.
Any good?
I didn't really pay attention. It seemed all right.
I'm not hearing good things about
Yeah.
it. It's not going down well.
Yeah.
So they've had to again make a statement today that it isn't real.
Why? Why is this?
Princess
back to the
Margaret's
surface?
ex-lady in waiting has come out and said it's not realistic.
Right.
And Netflix like, yeah, we know. We've told you 1,000,000 times.
I like the one, and I know we've talked about this before, so I don't want to touch on it too much, where John Major came out and was like, well, I don't think it's a very accurate portrayal of me. And I'm sitting there thinking, dude, the guy who's playing you used to be married to Angelina Jolie. Of course it's not an accurate portrayal of you. What planet are you on?
Come on. He can get Angelina Jolie, you get Edwina Curry. Yeah, I love it.
It really annoys me how people who associate with the royals just
They
how
can't get their head around it.
stupid they think the audience are.
They just
that this
cannot
needs
get
to
their
be
head
pointed
around it
out.
at all.
The contempt which they are holding just anyone who watches The Crown.
Netflix must love it because it's just publicity for them. All they can say and all they ever do say is, "Yeah, we've always said it's not real.
Yeah,
It's based
we've
on
never
historic
claimed
events.
it's real.
We've never claimed
You're
it's real.
saying that.
But you're giving us all this free publicity
Yeah.
all the time for it. We'll just keep making the same statement. It's great. I'd love them to just put at the start of each episode, "This is not fucking real" in big black letters on the start. That's so funny. It makes me laugh every time it comes up in the news. It's always in the news now. But yeah, I noticed it again today.
Yeah.
Anything else?
No, I think that's it for me.
Going on the watched one episode theme. I've watched
Yeah.
one episode of 1899.
Okay, I bet you had a better time watching that than I did.
I
watching
did. I
The
thought
Crown.
it was really good. I really, really enjoyed it. I'm definitely going to do more of them.
Good. I've heard great things.
It's a really good. I guess it's a part. You call it a pilot episode.
Sure.
It didn't feel much like a pilot episode, but it was really good. It set the story up really nicely.
Good.
So yeah, I would definitely going back to that. I finished Ancient Apocalypse.
Oh yes.
That's a really interesting
This show, I know we mentioned it a bit last week, seems to have been on my radar quite a bit this week. I've seen a few articles and chatter online about Netflix's most dangerous show.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
My one criticism of it would be that this guy's there. He's putting his point of view out there. This is his theory, and he's trying to prove it. But he at no point explains what the alternate side of this story
So
is.
it's not a balanced.
It's not nowhere near a balanced account. Because all he says all the way through is archaeologists hate me and they will not even consider my theories.
Yeah.
These are my theories. And he won't even talk to other archaeologists.
Right.
So if you get one side of this is what this guy thinks, which is fine and it's really interesting. But then everybody's now going, well, this guy's clearly right because they've watched this 8-episode documentary on Netflix. And you're like, yeah, but what's the opposite? What the
Yeah, I've
archaeologists
seen
really
like
say?
people comparing him to like a flat earther.
Yeah. But all of his theories are sound. They seem to be backed up by evidence that he's presenting in this show. But it's not a balanced documentary if that's what you're going in looking for. But it is really interesting, and some of the sites that he goes to are amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did that, and I also watched Slumberland at the weekend.
Oh, great.
Jason Momoa's new family drama.
I've seen a trailer a couple of times. I mean, it looks
Beautiful.
a visual fest.
That's mainly the
for my eyes.
main reason
even.
why I watched it.
Yeah.
Is because I'm like, that looked really nice on my new TV.
Sure.
And
Did
it
it?
did. Yes, it did
Lovely.
look beautiful. And it's actually quite good. It's a proper little nice family movie. You can sit and watch it with the kids.
Great.
Although the dad dies at the beginning, so there is that. But yeah, it's nice. It's good. It's good. I enjoyed it. Had a lot of...
Nice.
Jason Momoa was great in it. It seems like the
I've
sort
got
of
a lot of time for that guy.
Yeah, I have as well. It seems like the sort of thing Russell Brand would have made 10 years ago.
Okay.
But now he's a madcap conspiracy theorist as well.
Is
So it's like, we'll just give his roles to Jason Momoa now.
I heard he's a bit of an upgrade.
A little bit.
To be fair.
But yeah, it feels like that's the sort of role he would have got 10, 15 years ago. But yeah, it was great. And then I went to the cinema last night.
Oh, lovely.
I went to the opening night of Bones and All.
Sure.
It's Timothée Chalamet's new movie with Taylor Russell. I thought it was excellent.
Oh, good.
I really enjoyed it. The person I went with did not.
Oh.
So it's going to divide a few people. It's the guy who made... It's the same director as the guy who made Call Me By Your Name.
Yes.
So it's his reunion with Timothée Chalamet.
Yeah.
And I think it's great energy that they've decided to make a film about cannibals. And nobody's really noticed because it's so good. It's like, well, we can't make this sequel that we wanted to make because Armie Hammer's a cannibal. So let's just go and make movies about cannibals. And I think it's great that they've just gone, fuck it, I'm going to do that. But no, I really enjoyed it. It's a really, really nice, beautiful love story between two beautiful people who just happen to be cannibals.
Look,
and
it's important to have hobbies.
Absolutely. And it's a romantic horror.
Yeah.
It's what it's been described as, and it's what it is. It's a horror movie. It is a horror movie.
I'm glad you liked it.
But it's also a really...
Why did the other person not like it?
Whenever I go to the cinema with this person, I can tell she's not enjoying something because she'll start sighing. She would just be like... Oh. And then occasionally she'll just turn and look at me. And the third time she looked at me, I just went, all right? She's like, fucking bullshit. She just didn't enjoy it. She couldn't get on board with the cannibalism idea, I don't think. Because they're not choosing to be cannibals. They're presented as this is a different race of humans.
Got ya.
Who have they're like vampires, I guess. They have no choice. They have to feed. And
in that universe, this is a normal thing.
But it's kind of underground. Nobody really knows it's out there. No, they don't make a big deal out of it, but they meet more of them along the way, and it seems like there's more of these people out there than you would believe there would be. But when you've got a cast, Mark Rylance is in it.
Oh yeah,
and he's wonderful.
Another very busy man.
Yeah, very busy man. He plays creepy cannibal better than you could have imagined anybody would be able to. He's really, really good in it. And I had an idea where it was going at the end, and it didn't go there. It's kind of teased me that that's where it was going, and then it swerved off in a different direction. And actually, that ending was better than the idea I had in my head of where it was going. So, yeah, I really enjoyed it. I would highly recommend it. It's only just came out yesterday. So
nice.
It is out there, and Timothée Chalamet is so skinny. I feel like he might be ill. I think he's doing it on purpose because nobody else out there is really doing it.
Yeah,
there's not really any like skinny boys playing the skinny boy roles. He's getting all the junkie roles he wants. He could have all of them. Yeah, it's good. I enjoyed it.
Good.
Recommend from me. Solid recommend. Shall we quickly nip through the Netflix top 10?
Let's do that.
Yeah, and then we'll headline with Real Talk, which we've remembered to do this week.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, Netflix top 10 movies in the English language for week commencing the November the 14th to November the 20th. Number 10, I Am Vanessa Gwilyn. Any ideas what that is?
No.
No, mate, it looks like a documentary. Number 9 is Enola Holmes, the original. Still in the charts, doing well. Made a reappearance in this week's charts. The Good Nurse is number 8. That's sticking around. That's been around for ages now.
It has, hasn't it? Yeah.
I don't really know anybody who's watched it either. Nobody's really talked about it to me. So
no, considering like
how much it's been in the charts. 4th
Oscar-winning Eddie Redmayne.
Yeah, it's in it as well. Yeah, but no, it's doing well. Minions and More 2.
Okay.
Any ideas?
I think it's just like various shorts from Illumination.
Right, okay.
Animation.
Like an anthology movie.
No, I think it's like, you know how Pixar do their shorts before their movies. I think it's like
So just loads of
just
different
a few
short
of
movies all
them,
in
yeah.
one. Christmas with You is at number 6. We're coming into December. The Christmas movies are hitting the charts.
Because we needed. It's been too long since we've had a Freddie Prinze Jr.
Is that who's in it?
Christmas movie. I think that's him in that
Looks
picture.
like him, yeah. Wow. Where the Crawdads Sing is at number 5.
Sure.
Seen that, it's good. Recommend from me. Number 4, Enola Holmes 2. Millie Bobby Brown's doing well in the charts this week.
He is.
The Wonder is at number 3.
I want to get to this.
I'm going to get to this. This was my choice when I watched Slumberland the other day. It was this or this. And I went with Slumberland because it looked nicer on the TV. But I feel like this is more a me sort of movie. So I'll probably get to this weekend, to be honest.
Flo Po can do no row.
Gah. She can't. She's great. We love Flo Po on this show. Number 2 is Slumberland. I think Netflix might be surprised that those two have come in at 2 and 3 this week because they were their 2 big releases for this week. And they're not. Neither of them have got
certainly both had a lot of the machine behind them.
Definitely Slumberland.
But they've been
gazumped to the number 1 spot
by the
Falling
Lindsay
for Christmas.
Lohan comeback story.
Yeah.
And some dude out of Glee in Falling for Christmas.
Yeah. I mean, it beat The Wonder by 11 million hours, and it beat Slumberland by 4 million hours.
And it's in its second week.
Yeah.
Outperforming both of those new entries.
Plus Enola Holmes 2 as well, which is also like 2 or 3 weeks old now. It's Lindsay Lohan's just got that buzz about her, apparently.
Yeah.
Well, it's women putting their Christmas trees up wanting to watch Christmas movies while they do it, I imagine. But
I am certain I will, before Christmas is out, I will have seen this movie.
Cool. I'll be interested in your review of it. I mean, a Christmas movie is a Christmas movie. You don't get many... I was going to say, you don't get many bad Christmas movies. You do get bad Christmas movies, but they all make you feel the same, don't
you
they?
Get...
You get the nice...
They get a
vibe from
pass.
Yeah. Yeah,
to a degree, don't they?
Yeah.
You're not turning on Falling for Christmas starring Lindsay Lohan and expecting a groundbreaking story.
No.
You're getting a Lindsay Lohan Christmas movie.
Yeah, this is the sort of movie that would have been on like Hallmark a few years ago.
Of course it is.
Now it's number 1 on Netflix.
Yeah.
Because there's a market out there for this kind of Christmas movie. There's 2 in the charts.
Yeah, this would have cost a couple of dollars to make.
Yeah.
Slumberland's tens and tens, if not hundreds of millions.
Yeah.
And look what got watched more.
Exactly. There's 2 of these movies in the charts, and we're still in November.
Yeah.
So there's more of them. There'll be more in the charts.
Give it 2 weeks. This will all be Christmas movies.
It will.
As far as the eye can see.
It will indeed. It's not a bad thing. TV shows in the English language.
Okay.
Love is Blind season 3 is at number 10.
Excellent.
From Scratch is a limited series at number 9. Not what that is. Any ideas?
I am not familiar.
Looks garbage. Warrior Nun season 1 is at 8.
It is.
Warrior Nun gets really big ratings, and it seems like a really stupid concept.
It is a stupid concept. I watched like the first one.
Did you?
Yeah, wait, but when that first came out,
I might have to give it a try.
It's fine. It's just silly.
Number 7 is Ancient Apocalypse season 1. We've just previously talked about that. That's that show I've just been talking about. Number 6 is Manifest season 1. Number 5 is Warrior Nun season 2.
Yep.
Number 4 is Dead to Me season 3.
Oh, I didn't know that was back.
I didn't know that was back.
I need to watch that. I've watched the first 2 seasons.
Me too. I have
Enjoyed
also.
it.
Manifest season 4 is at number 3. 1899 season 1 is at number 2, sorry. Look at the gap between 2 and 3 there. 79 million viewing hours for 1899 season 1 and 35 for Manifest season 4. And then The Crown goes in at number 1 with 84 million hours this week.
Yeah.
Wow.
But they're all like an hour long.
Yes, they are. That's fair.
Whereas I don't think, for example, Dead to Me, I think they were only like half an hour. So
Yeah, I think you're probably right.
But even so, it's big numbers. Big numbers.
Hmm.
None of those shows are real.
No, none of them. Ancient Apocalypse is a documentary, and that also might not be real. So. But the one that's definitely not real is The Crown.
Okay.
It's not real. It's just got real people in it. Cool. That's the charts done. Happy with the charts?
I'm delighted.
Manifest season 1, incidentally, has been in the charts now for 22 weeks.
Yeah.
That's insane.
It's good word of mouth, that is.
Yeah, absolutely. Should we do a real talk, Nick? So we forgot last week.
We did.
Probably do on this week.
But that's okay. You know, these things can happen. We did do a real talk this week. And what we simply wanted to know from people is, what is your favourite movie plot twist?
Yes.
God,
So-
we see a lot of them on this show.
We do indeed. Sometimes 10 minutes into the movie.
Yeah.
But fair warning, there might be some spoilers here. Just
Yeah. I mean,
we'll try and avoid
it's
them.
quite
if we can,
possible. I'm not going to try very hard.
Well, we'll maybe give you a
fair
quick warning. Well, if you hear a film that you don't want to know the twist in, just skip for like 10 seconds. It'll be fine. But we'll try not to give them away. I didn't get any responses on social media. People need to hit me up more on social media.
Okay. Fine, maybe we should put it out a bit earlier. But we'll work on that.
Maybe we just need to be better at social media.
Okay.
Anybody want to do our social media for us? That'd be lovely. We're shit at it.
Let's hit up the Discord then. So Ross Cook started us off with The Game.
Yeah?
You ever seen The Game?
I think so.
David Fincher's follow-up to Seven.
Yeah, I think I have seen it.
And
It's a long
I would
time
say
ago.
his probably more forgotten movies.
Yeah.
It's Michael Douglas.
Is it?
Yeah.
No, I don't know if I have, to be honest.
Really good twist. Good movie.
Okay.
Not seen it for years and years and years.
Don't spoil it for me then. I might watch it.
Okay. Oh, okay. Go.
Don't spoil it for everybody else, just not for me.
And his other pick is The Boy.
The Boy is a great shout, because that is a neat little horror film that then twists
Sure.
and tells you, actually, I'm not a neat little horror film at all.
Can I spoil it?
Yeah.
I
We're going to
think
spoil
I've
The
seen
Boy.
So yeah, you think it's a haunted doll, don't you?
You do, all the way through.
But it's a real not haunted person.
It's a person living in the walls of the house, pretending it's the doll.
Yeah.
It is a fine twist. It's a really good twist when it happens. 'Cause you don't
Yeah.
see it coming at all.
It's kind of on the sort of don't look now kind of twist.
It's a great shout by Ross Cook. Ross Cook. Don't know why I've just called him that. But I did.
Alex in the Discord is going for Fight Club.
Yeah. I think that's the correct answer.
I think we've all had that with Fight Club.
Yeah.
Especially given like when that movie came out relative to our age and the age of a lot of our peers.
Yeah, we were 18 when that movie came out.
You're impressionable, and Fight Club is like at that time. I think Fight Club probably holds a record for me in the most frequent watches of it within like a 2 or 3 year period.
I think I've probably seen Fight Club more than I've seen any other film. I will give you that. Maybe some Christmas movies I've seen more, but Fight Club I think is probably the one I've intentionally watched more than any other. And it is... I don't think you can argue that it is the best movie twist of all time. I think the argument is definitely up there.
I think it would definitely be.
It would have been the one I said.
It would be one of the first ones that would pop into a lot of people's minds. 100%.
100%. It's that and The Sixth Sense, isn't it? They're the two, like, what people talk about with movie twists.
Chris from the Time Shifters podcast is going with The Others.
I've seen The Others. I don't remember the twist. I'm not going to lie. I remember it when it came out. I've seen it when it came out, but I don't remember what the twist was.
I think it might be similar to The Sixth Sense. I have seen it once years ago. It's Nicole Kidman, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, yeah. Can't spoil that one. We don't know what the twist is.
We can't remember. We've got bad memories. I have seen it once many years ago. Ross has come back with another twist, but it's not at the end of the movie.
Okay.
Because something that left a big impression on him was about 15 to 20 minutes into Avengers Endgame.
Yeah. I know what you're going to say. It's a great
when
shout.
5 years later comes up.
Yeah. Nobody saw that. Nobody knew that was coming, and nobody saw it coming.
No, that whole sort of... We've disposed of Thanos within 10 minutes of this sequel.
Yeah. And then
Was it the last time Marvel was good?
What, before those 5 years?
No, I mean after that movie.
At that point in that movie, that's the end.
No, that movie.
Yeah, no, it definitely was. There was last time it was excellent. For sure.
Wayne is going with The Prestige.
Yeah, that's a great shout as well. That's a good film.
Yeah. That's Chris Nolan, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, yeah. Christian Bale. And Hugh Jackman?
Yeah.
And Michael Caine.
David Bowie.
David Bowie in it?
He is, isn't he?
I don't know.
I'm sure he is.
Okay.
Yeah. There's a lot of chat for me to scroll through.
Yeah, there was a lot of... we went off on a spoilers tangent as well during this conversation in the Discord.
Sam in the Discord suggests Arrival.
Yeah, great one.
Amazing movie.
Amazing movie. I remember seeing that in the cinema and being like blown away by it.
Or Knives Out.
Yeah, I can see that. That's a more modern one. That's a good twist. So, Knives Out is big in the news at the minute. It's just hit the cinemas
where it turns
today.
out we've got a
Sequel?
suicide, not a murder.
Yes. And you find out straight away.
Yeah.
And then it's like...
The twist doesn't have to be at the
No,
end
it's
of the
literally
movie.
right at the beginning. And then Glass Onion's out in the cinema now for a week.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I think it came out today
Then
for a week. And
Netflix
then
just
Netflix
before
just before Christmas. And then Ryan Johnson said today that he's going to start writing the third one in the new year.
Yeah,
read
because
that
Netflix have bought two
Yeah.
off him for, I don't know, $250 million or something like that. Look, I think we've got to mention this one. It's a classic.
Yeah.
One that springs to mind.
Yeah.
On this topic. It's The Usual Suspects.
Yeah, you've got to mention it. It's such a shame. Kevin Spacey's a cunt, isn't he? He's ruined all these great movies.
Look,
I'm not even going to bleep that. I mean,
Kevin Spacey's only half the problem with this movie.
Well,
It's
yeah.
directed by Bryan Singer.
Yeah, there is that as well.
There is absolutely no sort of defending any. Well, those two aspects of this movie.
What a fucking wonderful film, though, as well. And they've ruined it. They can't even talk about it now. Bastards.
It's a good twist.
It is a great twist. It is a great twist. It's
now
like
a tainted movie.
Yeah, like I said earlier, it's The Fight Club and The Sixth Sense and The Usual Suspects. They're the three big twist movies, aren't they, that people talk about? They're the three I was expecting to pop up.
Yeah, I mean, someone else has mentioned mine in here, so do I go with it or do I wait until I reveal mine? I'll ignore it and I'll name check you when we get to mine. The Descent is mentioned in here.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Have you seen The Descent?
I have, yeah.
It's a good film.
Yeah. It's the potholing
horror movie.
Horror monster movie.
That reveal at the end is heartbreaking as well, when it's like, oh shit. Can I spoil it? I'm going to spoil it.
Yeah, spoil it.
You think she gets out at the end and she gets back to her car and drives away, and it turns out she's just dreaming.
She's wishing she was out, and she's still stuck in there. She's
stuck there, and she's about to be killed by these goblin things.
Yeah.
It's heartbreaking.
Like, I'm not against it. I remember enjoying the movie.
Yeah.
But I've not seen... I don't even know if I've seen it since I saw it. I'm pretty sure I saw it at the cinema.
Yeah.
I can remember thinking, did this really good movie need that twist?
Yeah, I think that's fair.
But I'd need to go and watch it.
But it did. Because it is really good, and it's a really good twist. What else we got?
We have got... I think that's about it.
Okay.
We've got a couple more. Sorry, right at the end of the chat. Smiley Turner suggests Identity.
As soon he said that to me this afternoon, and I'm like, yeah.
You really like that movie?
I love that movie. And
I wouldn't... fun movie.
If he hadn't said it, I wouldn't have thought of it. But it is a wonderful twist.
Yeah.
It's a really good twist.
Which is... Identity is I feel like it was a reasonably big movie at the time. But I think it's definitely a forgotten about
Yeah,
one.
100% it is.
So, correct me if I'm wrong, because again, a long time since I've seen it.
Yeah.
So, all these characters in this movie, there's all this sort of drama and sort of chase and killing happening around this motel.
Yes.
In the middle of a storm.
Yeah.
Power's knocked out, etc., etc. And it turns out at the end that all the characters that you've been following through this movie are all in the head of this mental patient.
Yes, correct. The whole thing's in his head.
Yeah.
It's John Cusack and Ray Liotta.
Yes, Ray Liotta.
Yeah, it is. It's a great movie. I might watch that movie again. I want to find out where that movie is. Somebody's got it, surely, on streaming.
Yeah, it must be.
Great.
I think as a sort of... It's not the cleverest, but it's fun and it's just
simple
out there, isn't it?
Simple. Great twist. I remember seeing that twist for the first time. It's like, that's a great show.
And another suggestion from Smileyton is Saw.
Yeah, that was my answer. So I think the twist at the end of Saw, when the first time you see Saw, first time you see Saw, that twist, I didn't see it come in, and it blew my mind.
I think I saw it with you at the cinema.
Yeah, you would have.
And I have it's one of my strongest memories in a cinema.
Yes.
Didn't know anything about this movie that I can remember. I wrote, do you want to come and see this horror movie? Yeah, fine.
Yeah, nobody knew anything about it when it came out. There was a few billboards appeared around town.
Yeah, but it didn't really have I don't really remember it having a sort of momentum behind it.
It didn't. It literally came out of nowhere. It came out of Halloween.
Captivated by it, and fuck, when that guy stands up at the end.
Yeah, it's the best twist. It's incredible.
And now it's like it's rote. Everyone knows it. But I just remember the first time watching that in the cinema. Didn't know anything about this movie.
Yeah.
My God, what a good twist.
And it's the sole reason that franchise kept going.
Yeah.
If that twist wasn't there, that franchise wouldn't have gone for as long as it did. It hooks people in and makes them want to watch the next ones.
Yeah.
And it's right up there with Fight Club.
They spent
the best
8 movies trying to recapture that magic.
Yeah, they did. They're still going. There's another one coming.
Yes.
So, yeah. I think Saw's the right answer. I've got a couple of... these are terrible movie twists. Do you want me to go for them?
Sure.
I'm surprised Wayne didn't say The Village because I know how much he loves that film.
Oh, what a movie that is!
I remember me and Wayne went to this. I can't remember who was with us. Were you there?
I've not.
We went to the cinema to see it.
No, I don't think.
I can't remember who we were with. And the film ended, and Wayne got out of his seat in a packed cinema and just went, "Well, that was fucking bullshit," and everybody just laughed because it was the twist at the end of that movie is terrible. It's like they never tease it. You never see it coming, and it just happens.
The Village is the one where you think it's all in ye olde times,
and it turns out it's in the modern day. Yeah. But for me, the worst movie twist is The Purge.
Right.
The twist at the end of The Purge is awful.
Remind me. I know I've seen it.
I don't even know if it's a full-on twist, but it's where they're all the rich people are doing it at the end of the first movie.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, really? And then they're sitting like having tea and coffees in their houses and stuff. Yeah. For me, the Purge franchise is great. The first Purge movie is terrible for me, but the rest of them are really good.
It's the only one I've seen of that.
I really like the rest of them, but I really don't like that first one. Yeah. But those two are the worst. But when we asked this question, Saw and Fight Club came into my head.
Yeah, I think
they
will jump into a lot of people's head. Yeah. For me, it was suggested in the Discord by Sam. Again, really powerful cinema experience I remember having, and that is Frank Darabont's adaptation of The Mist.
Yeah,
it's crushing.
It's absolutely soul destroying. It's
the twist at the end.
The twist at the end of that movie is devastating. It's real. Even Stephen King. Look at you picking a Stephen King. I know, thing and me not. That's, how the turns have tabled. Even Stephen King admits that that's a better ending. Yeah. So for him to say that when he doesn't like anything that's ever adapted of his stuff, yeah, it's wonderful. It's great. It's such a great film as well. It never gets talked about. Nobody really talks about The Mist as a great Stephen King adaptation.
It's great. It's Thomas Jane. He's great.
Yeah, he is. It's a great movie. Check it out. I think it's on Netflix.
Faced with almost certain death of him and his family.
Yeah.
He kills his entire family.
He does indeed. Well, he's got no choice.
They're about to be eaten by monsters. Turns the gun on himself. And the mist lifts.
Yeah, and the rescuers come
away.
Yeah, it's heartbreaking. It's actually on all 4 in the UK.
Oh, yeah, really?
Yeah.
What a movie.
Great movie. Great real talk.
Good real
Thanks
talk.
for everybody who participated. If you want to participate more, either answer us on the socials or come into the Discord.
Yeah.
Again, Discord links in the show notes. Check us out. We did a couple of watch-alongs in the Discord. You unfortunately missed them, but we do watch-alongs every so often in the Discord. We watched 2 movies in a row at the weekend.
Amazing.
We watched Robert 2 and Robert 3. It's not what they're called. I just can't remember what they are called. The Curse of Robert the Doll is one, and
like the Toy Maker or
I think
something
I think the third one's called the Toy Maker, but it should be called the shit origin story of Robert the Doll. So boring. The second one's all right. It's better than the first one, but the fucking third one was devastatingly boring. So yeah, we do watch-alongs in the Discord, so come along and just join us in there. It's cool fun. We have great times. Let's get out of here. What are we watching on the movie show this week, Nick?
Be back here on Thursday as we talk about a movie called Double World.
We do, a Chinese fantasy action movie.
Yeah.
What more could you want from a bottom of the stream?
I'm not saying any more.
No, not me.
I want you to come back and listen to us on Thursday.
I've genuinely no idea what you think of this, and I'm really excited to find out. So yeah, come back on Thursday to listen to us talk about Double World.
Cheers.
Bye.